Hey guys, so I had some people ask me some night shift questions, so I wrote them down in my little handy dandy notebook, and I figured that I can do a quick little night shift Cna Q&A. Say that 10 times fast. So I'm gonna try to make this video quick. As you can tell, I'm at work, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Question number one is, do you sleep the night or day before to try to adjust to the night shift schedule? I don't really change the way that I sleep the day before or the night before working night shift. How I sleep is when I'm not working, I'll go to sleep at like maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll get up at 11 because I don't like to get up super early on the day that I have to work. Now that's if I haven't worked that night before. Obviously when I get home from working night shift, it's a different story. On those days I will end up going to bed around 8 o'clock. I get off work at 6 a.m. and when I get home I'll go to bed around 8 a.m. And then I'll usually sleep until 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I feel good and energized for work that night. Question number two is, do I bring snacks? I have been trying to not drink soda on the night shift. It's very hard because when I feel tired, I end up going to the vending machine and I get, like I have right now, I have a Mountain Dew because I was like struggling to stay awake tonight for some reason. But I've been trying to bring like my water flavor drops so that I don't do that. And I'll bring like a granola bar or some hard candy just to kind of snack on while I'm here at work. The granola bar is more for if I get dizzy or if I'm starting to feel like super hungry, then I'll eat that and it will take away my hunger. So that's pretty much it. Sometimes, like if I haven't really eaten dinner, I'll end up bringing like a meal, but normally I don't. Question number three, do you take naps before work? I normally don't take naps because when I try to take a nap during the day, I end up getting like a massive headache, so it makes it way worse for me to try to work with a massive headache. And normally, like, I'm not usually able to sleep during the day like that anyway. When I've already been up and doing things, it's hard for me to lay down and take a nap unless I'm completely exhausted or I'm not feeling well. Question number four, do you get tired while working? Yes. Like I was saying, I need caffeine sometimes because especially when it's slow, we're gonna use that word instead of the Q word. When it's a slower night and there's not like a bunch of craziness going on, I do end up getting tired. Pretty much on every night shift that I work, I end up getting tired somewhere around right after my lunch break, so 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm starting to get like super tired and it's starting to get to me. Question number five, what do you do during slow times at work? I usually am writing down video ideas, or I'm reading a book, or I'm doing like a word search. Starting in August, when I go back to nursing school, I will be bringing my homework to work with me so that, you know, I'm able to work on my homework to keep me busy. And sometimes I play games on my cell phone. Sometimes I'm on Instagram or watching YouTube videos. It all just depends on the night. But that's pretty much what I do. I also sometimes, if it gets like super slow and I'm falling asleep because of it, I will end up like walking around the building, going outside, trying to get like the fresh air to kind of wake me up a little bit. Um, question number 6 is actually like a 2-part question. It is, have you worked 12-hour shifts, and do you prefer 8-hour or 12-hour night shifts? At the facility that I worked at last before I started working here, I did work 12-hour shifts. They didn't have people who worked 8-hour shifts, except for like administration and things like that. But I worked 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. at the other facility, and I feel like the good thing about it is that you work less days per pay period, but those 12-hour shifts can be so brutal, especially with my MS, and I ended up getting sick and ended up in the hospital. So I definitely prefer the 8-hour shifts, but sometimes it gets a little annoying because when you work full-time doing 8-hour shifts, you have to be at the facility more often. So when you need a break, it's kind of hard to get like the full-time money when you need a break and you're not doing 12s. Question number 7 is, do you want to be a night nurse also, since you are a night CNA? Honestly, I think so, just because, like I've made a video about, I do prefer like the more laid-back atmosphere of night shift. I'm not sure if it will be the same when I'm a night shift nurse, but I do see myself being a night shift nurse. Question number 8 and the final question is, how many patients are normally assigned to you during the night shift? That honestly depends on what unit and also the level of staffing. Over here on the trach unit, I have, let me see, I will actually count them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So over here on the trach unit, I have 17 residents to myself, and a lot of those are total dependent. On the nursing home side, I have closer to 30 myself, and on the rehab side, I have closer to 30. But a lot of those, well, not a lot, but more of those are more independent or like a 1 assist, as opposed to over here you have less, because these people over here are totally dependent. A lot of them. We have a couple who are limited assist or independent, but a majority of them over here are total dependents. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little night shift CNA Q&A. If there's any other night shift questions that you guys might have, make sure to let me know and I will get a video filmed for you. Also, I just wanted to mention again, never hesitate to ask me whatever questions you might have regarding CNA work, nursing school, whatever the case may be. I am an open book and I am more than happy to share anything that might help you guys. So with that being said, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.